Let's talk about tryouts for those of you who coach at schools where maybe you don't make cuts on your team, or maybe you just have never had a tryout before. I really want to recommend that you have a tryout no matter what, even if you are going to take all of the individuals that'll be trying out for the team. So instead of just saying, hey, we're going to start a cheer program, or come and be part of the cheer program and then have them start showing up to practices, I really recommend that you still have a tryout. It's a great introduction and a formal process of getting your team involved and to find out who's really committed. I have coached on teams where I haven't made cuts and everybody who tried out made the team, and I've worked with a number of teams in that same situation. And I will say that when you actually have an official tryout, you are going to have another level of commitment from the members of your team, and it'll be an opportunity for you to weed out those who are not going to stay committed long term. There's a lot of people who think, oh, cheerleading sounds fun, I'm going to give it a try, and then they come out for the program, there's no tryout, and then partway through the season they decide they want to quit because they realize what the commitment is. So I recommend having that tryout just so you can engage your future team and really set those expectations for them. So like I've said throughout, make sure before your tryouts you have a parent-athlete meeting, that it's mandatory. Set all those expectations, and then have deadlines for when the paperwork's due. Have mandatory clinic week for tryouts, and have them go through that tryout process. Because the other part that you're going to find is that when you're a cheerleader, you're performing in front of the school, you're performing at competitions, and having that official tryout just gives them a really good taste of what being a cheerleader is all about as well. It helps them to see if this is a really good fit for them. It also helps, like I said, it helps you weed out those who really aren't committed and might not be in it for the right reasons. And so when you have specific deadlines and mandatory clinic dates and a mandatory tryout for them to be part of the team, you will find that the ones who truly aren't committed, that's their opportunity to bow out at that point. Or maybe for you to have a conversation to say, maybe this really isn't a fit for you. And then it also makes your program more official and formal. So I really recommend that you hold a tryout no matter what your situation is, no matter how small your school is, no matter if you're keeping all the members on your team and maybe it's one big varsity team. Be sure to do that. It'll make a big difference in your program next year. So I highly recommend a tryout. And good luck with that, and let me know how it goes. Thanks.